Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Okay, and they're off. No, it's not the Belmont. American Pharaoh, Triple Crown winner, out of the gate, led the whole way, and that's what you want to do with your health, right? Sometimes you have to come from behind, though. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. I don't know if you saw that horse race. 37-year drought is over. We have Triple Crown winner. And so if you watch all three races, you look at that animal and you say, what a pinnacle of health. Do you realize how much effort goes into feeding, the care and feeding of that animal? What a healthy specimen. And I was thinking, humans, it takes a lot of work. No, we're not expecting us to run Triple Crowns here, but you get my point that for that horse to do that, yes, there's a lot of talent there, but they had to be raised right, fed right, sleep, rest, no stress except for when he runs. Amazing. Just amazing. And then the close-up shots, you look at that animal and that horse, and it's unbelievable. I don't know. Can you find any pictures of him, Josh, American Pharaoh? Just remarkable. A freak. Horse is a freak. But I like horse racing. I don't bet. I've never bet on a horse race. I have some friends who have done they've taken care of my part, right? They have bet like nobody's business. I have never bet on a horse race. I'll bet there's a few listeners who have bet on and viewers of my show who have bet on horse races. Don't bet on your health, though, in terms of, gambling with it. Do not do that. Did you find anything? Look at that photo. Look at him. Unbelievable. If you're watching Let's Talk Nutrition, you can watch at letstalknutrition.com. Vasquez had some, when he won, he was uttering some expletives and they had to bleep him out. The jockey. It's pretty good. Amazing. Just amazing. You talk about a pinnacle of health. We should all be so healthy as that horse, and now they'll put him out the stud, and he'll spend the rest of his life with one big party, right? Pretty good. Win 3 races, you're set. So, Dr. Jones will be along today. Going to talk to him about a couple of things, get his take. There's something going on in South Korea that's got everybody in a tither, and well, they should be. The World Health Organization is concerned. Everybody's concerned. MERS. You know what MERS is? Mediterranean Respiratory Syndrome. Bad news. I'll talk to you about it. You may not have been you may have not have tracked this story, but it has caught the attention, believe you me, of health experts from around the world. They're very concerned. I know it's South Korea. You're saying not to worry. Remember what I called it? Mediterranean. And now South Korea is a little distance from the Mediterranean, wouldn't you think? Nevertheless, we'll see what we'll dig into this a little bit. And then there's this issue of stress. There are some professions that are stress loaded all day long. I have several friends who are in law enforcement, constantly under stress. Then you have, pilots, surgeons, people who put in these very stressful situations. Being a mom, being a parent can be very stressful. Doing talk show host, being a producer and a talk show host is very stressful, let me tell you. And what's interesting is that some professions we sort of think of, not so much, like teachers. You think of teachers, well, they're teaching school. Yes, the kids act out from time to time, but no big deal. Well, as a result of their professional work, teachers suffer psychosomatic disorders such as exhaustion, fatigue, and headaches more frequently than other occupational groups, they reported. This is a new study. I've done my share of teaching in my career, believe you me, and I have family members who are professors as well. In the study, teachers had healthier cardiovascular systems than the general population. They were more physically active, approximately 75% of teachers versus 66% of the general population. They were less likely to be obese, so they're doing okay so far, about 13% of teachers versus 23% of the general population, and less likely to smoke, about 14% of teachers versus 30% of the general population. That's good news. Bad news. Psychosomatic complaints were more common among teachers. They were more likely to suffer sleep disorders. They tended to be more forgetful. They tended to have more pain. They tended to be irritable. This is also reflected in morbidity figures. Teachers were more frequently ill or unfit for work as a result of psychological health problems than the general population. What do you attribute that to? The content in the course or the students? What do you think, Stephen? Do you think it's the content or do you think it's the kids?
It's got to be the kids.
Got to be the kids?
Yes.
Yeah. That's hard. Not so easy. They were unfit for work. Ill or unfit for work because of psychological health problems, and you heard the numbers on how their lifestyle doing very well. Exercise, they get sleep and rest. They're less likely to smoke. They were less likely to be obese. More likely to be physically active, but more likely to be stressed to the point where they had, psychological dysfunction. I wonder how stressful it is to be a surgeon. My guest today, Dr. Gifford-Jones, was a surgeon his entire career. I've talked to him about this before, but I want to address that with him today as well. Or again. Do you have a stressful job? Why don't you give me a call? How do you cope? How do you cope with the stress on your job? What do you do? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. I can tell you what I do, and I will. You have to find, you don't control stress, you manage it. You cannot control it. How can you control what, if you're a teacher or a professor, how are you going to control what shows up in the classroom on that day in terms of the children and their behavior, the students and their behavior? You don't control that. They show up, it is what it is. Now, all you can do is try to manage it and manage your stress. Easier said than done.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
We're going to talk about what's going on in South Korea in a moment. Let's go to Kenneth City, Florida. I know exactly where that is. Daniel, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Daniel, how are you?
Good morning, Dr. Garko. Glad to be on the show with you this morning.
How are you?
Super.
You don't have any stress, do you?
No, well, actually, no, I really don't. And, you know, I look at it like this, as far as like 3 or 4 of the professions up there, and I have, other than the professional pilot experience, I don't have experience in any of the other ones, but if an attorney, say they have a lot of stress, if they go into court and they lose, their client goes to jail. The attorney doesn't.
I know. And I have you raise a good. First of all, the stress that the lawyers are under is remarkable. You know, I know you probably. I don't know if you remember. I think I know. First of all, I know Daniel. I should tell people I know Daniel. He's been a regular listener of this show almost from its inception 10 years ago, and I've got to know him and meet him in person many times. And I don't know if I ever told you, Daniel, but I was at one point in my career, I still have my firm, trial and jury consultant. So I am, and that's a very stressful profession. But I worked with lawyers, and I watched the stress can eat you alive. Very stressful. You're a pilot. You're under a lot of stress.
Well, some people just don't know how to compartmentalize it out. And for instance, when I go into work, when I head towards the hangar, I know that someone or something, when I come through the gate there, someone or something is going to try to kill me that day. So I just plan my day accordingly, keeping that thought. Now, I don't let it consume me. That's wrong, but I just keep that thought in the back of my head. And the other thing is, as a professional pilot, I take the same risks as my passengers.
Yes, you do.
And there's not a lot of other professions out there that do. As I said earlier about the lawyer or like a CPA in front of the IRS, they get, their client gets in a problem, their client pays the fine. It's not the CPA.
Yeah, I know, but they still, you still have the stress. A surgeon, I'll talk to Dr. Jones about this. Being a surgeon, you got that patient's life in your hands. Yeah, the patient may die. Yeah, you walk out of the surgical theater, but you were responsible. Perhaps something went wrong, or just a consequence of the surgery. It was high risk. I don't think that even though the lawyer may lose the case, or the doctor may lose the patient in surgery, or the pilot may crash and walk away and everybody else dies, I still think that the stress associated with that is remarkable and takes a toll on people. Police officers, I have several friends who are police officers, Daniel, and even when they're cruising, just driving down the street, they're not in pursuit of anybody, they're just driving. You're always under stress because that's the nature of that job. Anything can happen at any time, or a firefighter or whatever. You get my point, right? You see what I'm trying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And one of the beauties of the larger aircraft is basically the way they're designed is if you have a problem, the first thing to do is sit on your hands. Don't rush to do something immediately. Stay calm, pull out the checklist, and go from there. And then the checklist there is just as people's memories are fallible, so you've got the checklist to sit there and follow and troubleshoot your problem.
Yeah. Well, you're right. Every time you walk into the hangar and you're going to get into your aircraft, whether it's a plane or a helicopter or whatever it may be, anything can happen at any time. And many pilots have careers that are uneventful. Nothing ever happens. But on the other hand, it's still always a risk, high risk. No matter how safe we think the industry is and planes are, anything can happen at any time. So you just sort of try to compartmentalize things. People have different ways of coping with stress. I mean, is there anything else that you do Is there any ritual or anything before or after?
Well, I take my supplements and all that, and basically when I started this last job about 10, 12 years ago, I started going down the same path as the coworkers, none of whom fly, by the way, but they just, were getting larger and larger, and, if you shook them, they'd rattle from all the prescriptions and all that, and the table conversations around the break table or whatnot were always about, I'm on this med and this dose and all that. And I said to myself, if it takes the last breath I draw on this earth, I am not going down that road. And so I went and I educated myself, and I made small steps and small wins and just kept building on them from there. And one of them, which was not only listening to your show, but actually meeting you to see if you walk the walk, and that you do.
Well, thank you. I know you lost a bunch of weight and you kept it off all these years, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And you practice yoga, you exercise.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I mean, you stay active and you're after it. You work at it. I appreciate your listenership, Daniel. I appreciate you participating in the show and calling and letting other people hear. You're a pilot. That's a stressful job, and you have found a way to try to cope with it and manage it. Some people not so much. They end up, their behavior becomes erratic. They start to do peculiar things, too much drinking, too many drugs. They can't cope with the stress. You're fortunate. You figured it out.
That's true, but also, people, places, and institutions within society try to glorify this whole martyr deal, or dying for the cause, or dying at work, or some of that.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That may have worked at one time.
It's not working. That doesn't work for me.
Doesn't work now.
No. Your health, no. Nothing, no.
And I like the flying because it's in the now. You're not thinking about what you left on the ground or what's waiting for you on the ground at the other end. You're right there in the moment, being fully present.
And you better be. You better be fully present. All right, Daniel. Have a good day today. Have a good week. And keep listening and call me anytime you want. I always enjoy hearing from you. Come back. We'll talk to Dr. Jones. What's it like to be a surgeon? How stressful is that?
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine, too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Join us tomorrow night.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
877-897-8255, wherever and however you may be listening or watching, whatever you may be doing. It would be interesting to know what people are doing watching this show or listening to it. I can just imagine. Some drive, some are at the office. I know there are many offices, people in the office listen to the show or watch it. They send me email. You can always send me an email, too, to Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. Like us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition. Follow us on Twitter, LTN Radio. That's all good. Stress. Going to talk a little bit about stress today, something everybody can relate to. And there's something going on in South Korea. I'll get to that in a moment. I want to bring on my guest, Dr. Gifford-Jones. Dr. Jones spent his entire career, I dare say, as a physician and as a surgeon. Now, I think there must be some level of stress associated with having somebody on a table and they're out and you're responsible for what's going to happen to them. Sounds like a little stress to me. I don't know. Dr. Jones, what's it like being a surgeon? Lots of stress or what?
Well, there's always a stress in anything you do, Dr. Garko, and you know, as a surgeon, of course, there's stress. But on the other hand, the stress is decreased in knowing what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, of course, there'd be a hell of a lot of stress. But when you're doing the same thing over and over, and if you've got good hands to begin with, and you've had good training, there's stress there, but there's not a lot of stress when you're doing the same procedure over and over again. Practice makes perfect. But it's not just the surgeon who is under stress; it's the whole operating team. The symphony is as good as all the players, and that's true in surgery too. You can see good operating teams and bad operating teams. And good operating teams know what they're doing. The scrub nurses know what they're doing. They're usually on the ball. I must admit, though, sometimes in surgery, the nurses and maybe the surgeon who's assisting you gets a little flippant and starts talking about their golf game or whatever, and that's when I remind them of Leonardo da Vinci. And Leonardo da Vinci made a very important statement 500 years ago. He said, "Trifles make perfection, and perfection is no trifle." And I wanted my operating team always to remember that the trifles in surgery are important, and the only way to do it is to keep on your toes all the time. I guess I practice surgery like porcupines practice love, very, very carefully. You've got your patient's life at hand, and it's certainly you don't want to have any trifles in when you're operating. So it was, I've done thousands of operations, and you run into the tough ones, but usually it's routine. You go ahead and you do the job.
And routine here is a good thing, as you say, doing the same thing as many times as you can over and over again, having a certain way to do it. Under certain conditions, doing it this way, it's going to usually turn out a good way, and it's good. You're trying to take out all the unpredictability and the uncertainty. You alluded to hands, and I've often thought about this.
Oh, that's very important.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I've often thought I've never had an opportunity to talk with a surgeon about this. What difference do the hands make here? when you alluded, and you said you have to have good hands. What do you mean by that? What constitutes good hands for a surgeon?
Good hands means that you are quick, you are efficient, you know what you're doing. The routine goes so smoothly, and there are people who are all thumbs. And when I was teaching surgery at the University of Toronto, you could tell immediately, and at Harvard Medical School, you could tell immediately who were going to be the good surgeons and who weren't.
Really?
For sure. I've always taken offense to people when I've called up and said, who is a skilled surgeon in your hospital? They're all good. They're all good. Well, that's just not so. There's always one who's better than the others. When I was doing my surgery, I used to go into the operating room and watch Tyrone David, who was a cardiovascular surgeon. When I get through my case, I'd go and watch him. Skillful hands, just skillful hands. They were, the way he tied the knots and quickly and efficiently. You just know, if you're a surgeon, when you look at another surgeon, you know whether they're good or bad.
It's interesting it's interesting you talk this way about it, because as a musician, whether it be a pianist, a drummer, horn player, for example, a pianist or a drummer, where it's the hands, right?
That's right.
You watch, and I started playing music when I was a young boy, and my first music teacher was a nun, Sister Carmelita. And as a boy, I was already dialed into. When I would see musicians, I would watch their hands. I don't know why. It was instinct. I don't know. And the hands, I was always drawn to the hands. And I worked with some great, great musicians, some famous musicians. And I would always look at their hands and watch their hands. And invariably, the better musicians had better hands. Even
no doubt about it. No doubt.
Just amazing. And that's genetics. Of course, you practice and you can train your hands. But that's interesting. And surgeons often talk about you have to be quick. Why do you have to be quick in surgery?
Well, then you have decreased amount of anesthesia, decreased amount of blood loss, and all that's important in the postoperative recovery.
I see. So
the less time you're having, say, a bypass operation done, or any operation, the less anesthesia, the less trauma to the tissues. You're in and out quicker. Much better postoperative recovery.
Do you miss practicing surgery?
Oh yes, I do.
Do you really?
Oh yes, I used to love surgery because that was the one thing I was good at. I was a good technician, good with my hands, and I do miss it. You bet I do. And that's why I was asked to go to the University of Toronto and teach technical surgery.
So when you have a group of young interns, medical students who are going to be doctors, right? And they want to be surgeons. You can tell pretty much early on whether they're going to be a good surgeon or not by observing with their hands, the skill with their hands.
Within a minute or two.
No kidding.
You bet.
Wow. Have you ever seen a surgeon with huge hands but still was good?
Oh yes. That may be only a minor factor.
Mm-hmm.
Is
the size.
You're operated on by someone who has a good brain, of course, but it's the hands that do the technical part.
I gotcha. Yeah, you got to have something between the ears to tell the hands what to do. We come back, we're going to talk about stress. This is why I love having Dr. Jones on. Where are you going to find this on a health talk show? Where do you find that?
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity Integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in 1 capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford-Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford-Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So how do you manage and cope with stress? What do? You let it sweep over you like a tsunami? Or do you ride the wave? Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. My guest is Dr. Gifford-Jones, one of my favorite guests. He's not just a guest. I've never met Dr. Jones in person. He's been on my show now. We're approaching maybe a dozen times now. I don't know, close to it. And it's interesting. This is a stressful situation when you have people come on to a show, because my guests don't know what I'm going to ask them. They have no clue. We know what the theme is. They fill out my booking form. They can send me questions, but I don't tell them what I'm going to ask them. I don't want them to know what I'm going to ask them. They have an idea. They're prepared. This is stressful. Even if I gave them every question and the answer, it would still be stressful. This is one of those things. Some guests respond better to this than others. He does well. He's himself, and he handles it. He can cope with it. But I was talking to him. If you just tuned in, he was a surgeon his entire career. He retired. He's a surgeon over, I guess, 50 years or more. He's 91 now. And I was asking him, because we're going to talk about stress today and how you can manage and cope with it with diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and so on. What's it like to be a surgeon, and what's the stress like? And we eventually got into, I asked him about hands. I always wanted to ask a surgeon about how important are the hands. And he thinks it's one of the most critical elements of being a good surgeon. Of course, you have to have a good brain to tell the hands what to do and how to do it, but those hands. Dr. Jones, have they ever done any, Gordon Bird, who's the program director for WHNZ, was listening to the show. He said, I wonder if they've done any, he asked me, he said, I wonder if they've done any studies on surgeons' hands or what kind of hands make for a better surgeon. Do you know if they've ever done that?
No, they haven't, but they should. You know when they should do it? Before they start surgery. Before they start. I've seen some students that come in and they've been admitted to the surgical program, and no one has figured out whether or not they're good with their hands. And that should be done. In other words, we did dog surgery at Harvard Medical School, and I always remember operating my first dog, and I studied and how to do it, and it was quite an exciting time, of course. But most people enter a surgical program on academic reasons, without anyone subjecting him to how good they are with their hands. And there are some people who are just not good with their hands, and I've seen them in the students coming through. That somewhere along the line they should have taken them aside and said, "Look, you'd like to be a surgeon, and I know you have a driving desire to be a surgeon, but you're not going to be a good surgeon. Go into dermatology or something else, and save yourself a lot of stress, and save yourself a lot, and also save your patients, because it's so glaringly evident if you are a surgeon and you're a good technical surgeon, you know how to spot the ones who are good with their hands, and that's the name of the game."
This is so fascinating to me. I mean, lest the obvious escape us. Have you ever discussed this with anybody else before? Have you discussed this with your colleagues?
Oh yes, I've told the university about it too. I said you really should have a program before anyone is admitted to surgery that they should be subjected to some hand tests to see how good they are.
They would probably view that as discriminatory.
I'm sure they would. But it would save a lot of lives and saves a lot of stress. You know, the worst thing is that the surgeons who are inadequate with their hands are under more stress.
And they know it too, don't they?
They do. Of course they do. And it's a shame. I remember when the students came during the Harvard program, the professor said, go and watch Ken. Go and watch Ken. Watch his hands.
He was referring to you.
Yeah, and I know that student would never be a good surgeon, and he should have been taken out of the program, really. But it doesn't happen. They go on, and by a matter of practicing over and over again, they get better, but they will never be good surgeons.
You might want to explain to the listener, because when I introduce you, I always introduce you as Gifford-Jones, which is. Please explain to the new listeners and viewers of the show the different the two names that you have and why.
My real name is Ken Walker, and when I want to have a little fun and I'm giving a talk, I always say to the people who have gathered together that the two names are rather important and practical. When I'm traveling with my wife, I always use my name Ken Walker. But when I'm traveling with one of my mistresses, I use my pen name. And my wife of 60 years, of course, would say, if your audience, listeners, believe that story, they'll actually believe anything. The reason, actually, was when I wrote my first book, there was a regulation in Canada that you had to send it into the College of Physicians and Surgeons to make sure you weren't, writing about a lot of nonsense. And when I sent my first book in, they wrote back a two-sentence letter saying, "You can't publish because this is advertising for patients." And I never thought about that angle, but I thought, bloody damned! I've been turned down by 15 publishers, and here the University of Toronto Press wants to publish my book, and I can't do it. So about 2 or 3 months went by, and I finally wrote back to them and said, what about if I use a pen name? And they said, well, we don't like it, but we can't stop you, and you can do it. So that's when I decided to put down a number of names, family names, and W. Gifford-Jones, which means nothing. When the director of the University of Toronto Press looked at all the names, he picked out Gifford-Jones. And I said, well, Marcia, it doesn't mean a damn thing. That's not a family name. He said, no, but W. Gifford-Jones has got a nice ring to it.
It does have a nice ring to it, but Ken Walker?
He went on to say, I had gray hair, dark hair at that time. He said, I envision a silver-haired surgeon to the Queen of England.
Well, you got the silver hair now. You got the silver hair now. So on my show today is Dr. Gifford-Jones impersonating Dr. Ken Walker. Or is it the other way? I don't know. And nevertheless, we're going to talk about stress today. And I would be a terrible talk show host if I didn't talk to him about these things. I know he comes on, he wants to, he likes to talk about vitamin C and things like that, but I can't help myself. And from all reports, people just love hearing him talk about these kinds of things. That's the feedback.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And welcome to this beginning of the week edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. I'm glad that you stopped by today. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad Dr. Jones is here. Just told a great story about being a surgeon, what's it like, the stress associated with it, and the importance of a surgeon's hands. I've always wanted to ask somebody that question. Do the hands make a difference in a surgeon? Dr. Jones said he can tell you in a minute, 1 minute. Let me watch the surgeon's hands, and I'll tell you if it's a good surgeon or not. Huh. Wow. Well, we're going to talk about stress today, how to manage it, diet, lifestyle. And I was doing some research this morning, going through the literature, taking a look at certain nutrients and their ability to moderate the effects of stress. And I was particularly interested and curious about vitamin C. Well, I was not disappointed. And, of course, Dr. Jones knows a little bit about vitamin C. He'll tell you that it saved his life. He had a heart attack about 17 years ago, and decided to go on a modified Linus Pauling protocol using vitamin C, 10 grams of vitamin C and 5 grams of lysine combined. And that combination is found in a product called Medi-C Plus. And if you're watching the show, there's an image of Dr. Jones, and then the number you can call to get some Medi-C Plus if it's not at your health store, 844-871-0069, or go to mymedi-c.com. Dr. Jones, welcome back. All right, so one of the program directors here in the station, I was telling her about you in this my interview with you today, my conversation with you. I was telling her about the hands and you being a surgeon and how important the hands were. She said, "Well, what about? She said to me, have you ever played the game Operation?" I said, "What game Operation?" She says, "You don't know about the game Operation?" I said, "No,
I haven't either."
Well, apparently there's a game. It's been out since the 60s. And children will play it, and I'll have my producer try to find it. And children, we'll throw an image up on the screen, and apparently you have to be able to pick things out using like forceps out of some semblance of a human body, and they have all kinds of different figures inside the body, and you have to be able to extract these elements out of the body without touching anything. Otherwise, it signals. There it is. That's a good one. Show that one, where you can pull it out and do it cleanly and not set off the alarm. I'm thinking, gee, that's good practice for young kids. There you go. There's the game, and there's
practice for surgery.
Yeah. There's a game called Operation. She thought I was culturally ignorant because I didn't know about that game. It's a board game. It's a board game of all things. There you go. So you and I both learned something today.
Sure did.
Yeah. So
every day.
I was exactly. I was rooting around in the literature this morning because I knew I wanted to talk about stress, and I was curious. I was wondering. I said, "Geez, I wonder if any nutrients are particularly helpful with stress." Sure enough, guess who pops up? Our good old friend vitamin C pops up, and there's more studies than I thought looking at vitamin C and stress, the relationship between the two. Were you aware of that?
Yes, certainly it's a factor. It's not the main factor that I talk about with vitamin C. It's cardiovascular, but stress does play a role. For instance, we know that people under stress need more vitamin C. That's true of animals and of humans. Animals which normally make, say, a dog makes about 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. But if that dog has a fight with the next-door neighbor's dog or develops a bad infection, nature will automatically tell that dog to make not 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day, but 100,000 milligrams.
Really?
So that's an evolutionary trait that animals have learned. And the same thing appears, is true of humans too.
What?
If you have a bad infection and meningitis or whatever it may be, intravenous vitamin C will increase your immunity immensely and also kill the viral agent. So yes, there's no doubt about what
there's something in what you just said. Lest we miss the point, we have a number of vitamins and minerals. The body, there's some vitamins the body can make, some B vitamins in the intestines bacteria can make, but most are essential. You have to get them from the diet. I find it interesting, don't you, that nature, like with certain, other than humans, we can't make vitamin C, but in other animals and mammals, they can make vitamin C. Of all the micronutrients, isn't it rather curious that evolution selected these animals and other mammals to make vitamin C? Why not vitamin D, which we can from the sun? But I mean, why? Isn't that interesting? That should tell us something about how important vitamin C may be then.
It's a fascinating story. And somewhere in the great beyond, eons and eons ago, we lost that genetic trait. And that's why...
I wonder why.
Well, I guess a fluke of nature. And I asked Pauling that, and he couldn't give me the answer other than to say that it was just a genetic bad mishap, and a bad mishap for humans, because he was continually telling people that humans live in a subclinical state of scurvy. We don't develop scurvy because it only takes about 10 milligrams of vitamin C to prevent scurvy. But we're living in a subclinical state of cardiovascular disease where you need several thousand to prevent hardening the arteries, and we now know that thousands of milligrams of vitamin C can not only prevent coronary artery disease, it can reverse it, which is a monumental finding.
Well, and stress is not disconnected from cardiovascular disease. It is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease in many different ways. It turns out that in this one study, the stress helped reduce both the physical and the psychological effects. The vitamin C helped reduce the physical and psychological effects of stress. People who had high levels of vitamin C didn't reveal or didn't manifest expected mental and physical signs of stress when they were put under psychological stress. What further, though, they tended to bounce back from the stressful situations at a more rapid pace compared to people with low levels of vitamin C that was measured in their blood. This was an early study. It was back in 2003. I have some more recent ones, but I'll take my time. I'm interested in that now. The vitamin C helped moderate the effects of stress and allowed people to bounce back quicker from the effects of stress. Do you have anything to make of that?
Well, you may recall, Dr. Garko, that the last time I was on your show, I recommended that you should make sure that the
Tampa Bay Lightning were given more vitamin C.
That's right.
You more than likely took my advice, went to see the head coach, gave them some intravenous vitamin C, and that's where they won the game the other night.
Yeah. I wish I could take credit for that. I would be in a parade in a convertible, and there'd be confetti thrown from the buildings, but that didn't happen. I have some other studies to tell you about. There was a German study, had about 120 people in it, and they were put under a stressful situation about which I know more than I would want to admit, given that I was a communication professor for, I won't tell you how long. Public speaking. Some people would rather die than give a speech.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now Joint Formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical. And it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now Joint Formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, how do you do with stress? Is it, does it get the best of you and the better of you? Well, you're probably not alone. A lot of people get pushed around, shoved around. Stress is a bully if you let it. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad Dr. Jones is here to talk about it. Turns out there are a number of things you can do to moderate the effects of stress and to manage the effects and to do better with it generally before it happens. Certain lifestyle factors such as exercise, great stress manager, terrific. Proper sleep and rest, good social relations, good social support helps a lot with stress, and so on. Diet that is not pro-inflammatory and constituted of a lot of refined foods and, fine food products, right? Refined food products, high in sugar, salt, and fat, doesn't help one single bit. Turns out certain micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, very helpful. Vitamin C, real good. German study, they had 120 people in the study. They had them do public speaking and math problems. Two of the biggest all-time academic stressors. Half of those in the study were given 1,000 milligrams, 1 gram of vitamin C. And such signs of stress as elevated levels of stress hormone, cortisol, and high blood pressure, guess what? They were lower in those in the study, were significantly greater, I should say, in the study who didn't get the vitamin C. Those who received the vitamin C in the study, they did better with cortisol levels, and they did better with blood pressure. Of course, cortisol is a hormone that gets released when under stress. The stress response is called the fight or flight response. That is an evolutionary mechanism. It probably has contributed to our survival as a species. Welcome back, Dr. Jones.
And glad to be back.
So, turns out vitamin C and stress vitamin C seems to do pretty well here.
I wish I'd have known that years ago when I was taking my math exam.
We're giving a speech. Well, of course, you like to talk. You do well in public speaking situations.
I didn't used to like public speaking, but I've gotten used to it.
Yeah, some people would rather die. They do these studies, and they ask them the things that they fear the most. And people fear public often. They fear public speaking more than they do death. They would.
You bet.
It's amazing. So
I'd rather be thrown into a nest of rattlesnakes.
I know. I thought you were supposed to go on a cruise.
In a couple of days.
Okay.
It's not until Thursday.
All right.
And no, we're leaving for Iceland and Ireland and London, doing a little interviewing a few people along the way, and it'll be fun. I was a ship surgeon, as you know, for a while.
Yeah, ship surgeon. Yes, you were.
Loved it. I loved it. I love being at sea. So I like the longer cruises where you don't go to one port to another just overnight.
Yeah.
Nice to be at sea.
Are you going to take your Medi-C Plus with you?
Is the Pope a Catholic?
Yeah, he is. Last time I checked, he's pretty devout. He's a pretty devout Catholic too. I understand.
No, there's no doubt I would take it with me. I never miss a day. I haven't missed a day for 17 years since my colleague said I would be dead in a couple of years if I didn't take the cholesterol lowering drugs. And that put me under a certain stress level.
Did it?
And because I wondered, was I making a bad decision? But as each year went by, and I was still alive on this planet, and I was still taking 10,000 milligrams of C and 5,000 of lysine, I thought, another year has gone by, and I proved my doctors wrong. Now, 17 years later, I think that's a pretty good run. I certainly have proved them wrong. And
you took a gamble, didn't you?
Science is there to prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing. It's not just me proving them wrong. The science is there to prove them wrong. And that is, I hope you have a photo of the before and after pictures of taking vitamin C and not taking vitamin C. That really is the proof that shows that it does reverse atherosclerosis in coronary arteries and in other arteries, the 60,000 other miles of arteries that we have in our body. So that was a monumental finding of Dr. Bush in England.
Yeah, I know. You've referenced him a number of times.
And I met him.
And you did meet him.
Yes, I didn't believe him.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't believe the research. And it was, one of those stories that was too good to be true when he said that he can reverse hardening of the arteries, which we said before couldn't be done. So I flew over to Hull, England, and spent a week with him looking at before and after photos, and he
persuaded you? He persuaded you?
Yeah, he persuaded me, and it was at that point, of course, and this only happened about 3 years ago. It was at that point when I realized that my decision to take vitamin C and not cholesterol-lowering drugs 17 years ago was a prudent decision. Up until then, I wasn't. I was always wondering whether I'd made the right move.
That's interesting. You took a gamble.
I took a big gamble. I took a big gamble because I bet my life on it 17 years ago because Linus Pauling was the only person I had talked to. I knew nothing about Dr. Bush's research. I knew nothing about any other research that's been done. So it was really, I was relying on Linus Pauling. I believed him more than I believed the pharmaceutical companies. Plus the fact, Dr. Garko, remember, being a doctor, I had seen some of the complications of cholesterol-lowering drugs in patients.
Yeah. You were up close and personal on that. We'll be back. So much to talk about.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine, for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
And easy.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Lord knows modern life is stress-filled. Not all stress is bad either, by the way. You know, you get on a roller coaster, you go here to Busch Gardens, for example, and ride some of those rides, take your breath away. Pretty thrilling. I remember as a boy riding they had the wooden roller coasters up in Kennywood Park in Pittsburgh area. I loved it. I mean, it would scare the heck out of you, but man, it was thrilling. Couldn't get enough of it. That's stressful. You know, some stress can be very motivating. And we're built with the stress, the fight or flight response. We're built with the stress response. It comes with this species and with many animals. It's a survival mechanism. And it's not just physical threats that will stimulate trigger the stress response. It's psychological threats as well, emotional discomfort and threats. Hence, you know, modern life is chock filled with stress. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to cope? How are you going to manage? My guest is Dr. Gifford-Jones, and we're talking about Medi-C Plus. It's making its way into the United States, and we're helping to try to do that. and you'll find it sold in health stores throughout Canada. In the U.S., you'll find it at Holly Hills Natural Health Foods in Montgomery Commons Shopping Center up there in North Wales, PA. Here in Tampa, it's sold at Abby's Health Store. I know Abby. I've known her for years. And then Vitamin Discount Center stores located throughout Tampa Bay, all 10 stores. Products also sold in Georgia at Nutrition Shop at Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, on Heron Street. Never been there. So we're making a way. Now, if you want to order it, go to MediCplus.com or call 844-871-0069. Retailers can call that number too and place orders. 844-871-0069. If Bobby's listening, Bobby, if you can send me images of those before and after retina shots. I sent you an email. I don't know if you checked your email, but I know you're listening. He always listens. Dr. Jones, welcome back. Nice talking with you. So over the weekend, it turns out I had to write, I wrote an essay on vitamin C, believe it or not. Imagine that, right? And I was looking at the literature, and I was looking at, trying to get a 30,000 foot shot of the research, the terrain. And, there's more work done. I did a Google search yesterday. I'm not a Google, but a PubMed search. And I typed in vitamin C, right?
Yes.
What was it, like over 200,000 hits or 154,000 hits or so on studies on vitamin C?
It's tremendous coverage.
Unbelievable. And the more, never before or since Linus Pauling's book, Vitamin C and the Common Cold, was vitamin C that popular back in the day. And it was, I think it was 1971 or so. I'm a little fuzzy on my memory on that. But it was in the 70s, early 70s. He published his book, and the public's awareness of vitamin C and their interest in it was at an all-time high. And after that, it's never been the same. And I was reading an article yesterday, the day before, and they referred to vitamin C as the Rodney Dangerfield of vitamin C, of vitamins, because it gets no respect.
And that's true, and particularly, Dr. Garko, by the medical profession. That's the sad part.
I don't know if you know who. Did you know who Rodney Dangerfield was? He was a comedian.
Not on my high list.
No, okay, he was a comedian. He was pretty funny, and one of his identifying moniker was he would always, I get no respect. I get no respect. That's why they called it the Rodney Dangerfield of vitamins, because it gets no respect.
Right.
And it should.
And Pauling should have had more respect. It's a shame. I think the unfortunate thing with Dr. Pauling was that people started talking more about vitamin C as relates to the common cold, when actually his whole research was basically in cardiovascular disease, and that got lost, and that really had been collecting dust ever since that time. And he, as you say, it's the dosage, idiots. It's the dosage. You got to take a lot of it to prevent cardiovascular disease, not just 10 milligrams a day or 60 milligrams a day.
When you look at the dietary reference intake for vitamin C, my cats get more vitamin C.
That's right. They'll be getting about 5,000 milligrams a day.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Our system says we only need 60 milligrams.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's total falsehood. And as I say, the great tragedy is not that the general public doesn't realize this, or the family doctor doesn't realize it. The people who really should be criticized are the cardiologists, because they should not be preaching that cholesterol-lowering drugs are the be-all and end-all to treat cardiovascular disease. And if for those of us who are criticizing it, it's like criticizing motherhood and apple pie. It's unfortunate that they don't take a look at those photos that you've asked for and say, look,
we're gonna throw them up here in a second. I had a cardiologist on my show one time, not long ago. This is a cardiologist now, and he said if cardiologists had their way, he said they would put cholesterol lowering drugs, statin drugs, in the water. And they
want to give young kids to statin drugs.
And he's opposed to it.
Yes.
And he's a cardiologist, and he's opposed to it.
Good for him. He's one of the few who is opposed.
He's opposed to it. He said, you think, he said, I'll repeat. He said, if they had their way, they'd put it in the water. Why? Why are they doing that? Why do they have such faith in it, Dr. Jones? Why do you think?
Because it's all you can seduce anybody with money. The Pfizer last year and the other companies made about $30 billion selling cholesterol-lowering drugs, and when your profits of that magnitude, you can spend hundreds of millions of dollars, brainwashing the general public, brainwashing family doctors, and as we say, brainwashing the majority of cardiologists. That it's the be-all and end-all to treat cardiovascular disease. When you look at all the unintended consequences, liver problems, kidney problems, increased risk of cataracts, increased risk, and this is really the big one, increased risk of type 2 diabetes. If I were the Minister of Health, I would ban cholesterol-lowering drugs, and that's a pretty damning statement, but I would do it. The complications are too great.
We come back, we'll have the LTN health questions of the day, and we'll see if we can get those images up of the before and after retinal arteries.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Aloha, I'm with pro triathlete Tim Marr. Tim, why is Bioastin an important part of your training?
Bioastin is the strongest natural antioxidant fighting inflammation associated with hard training. It helps me get up day to day and put in the hard work without feeling sore and fatigued. I bounce back quicker and stronger. It also helps fight the elements from sun exposure, which is unavoidable when training for a triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today. Aloha, Tim Marr. As a professional triathlete, training is important. How does Bioastin help?
In triathlons, the last leg is always the run, which creates extra stress in the body because of all the tired pounding on pavement. Bioastin's main ingredient is astaxanthin, which fights free radical damage in the body while fighting oxidation. With high volume and long hours of training, recovery is such an important aspect, and Bioastin helps me achieve a top-level performance.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails?
Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health, and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Deals with vitamin C. This is what is the recommended daily allowance, RDA, for vitamin C for women? Recommended daily allowance of vitamin C for women. 75 milligrams, 275 milligrams, 575 milligrams a day. What's the recommended RDA of vitamin C for women? 75 milligrams, 275 milligrams, or 575 milligrams a day? 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Right answer, $25 gift card. 877-897-8255. Be mindful. Dr. Jones and others, even Dr. Haas, Elson Haas, and others recommend, minimum 5 grams a day, at least 2 grams a day. Dr. Jones is doing 10 grams a day. Dr. Pauling did 20 grams a day. Now, you got to take it with the lysine, because lysine helps, just does better with the lysine. They work better together than alone. And the lysine helps the lining of the arteries. And I'll have Dr. Jones explain. We have an image. We wanted to show you a before and after image of some arteries in the retina. It's a machine image. You have the image taken 16 years ago on the right. You can see it's rather occluded. And then the image, same image 16 years later. Look at the difference. Look at the blood flow in that left image. Should switch those around. I would put but that's just the way it came up. But that's okay. And vitamin C, that's the treatment was vitamin C. So we have a caller, Stephen. Yeah, from where? We have Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. We're out there, and we're glad to be there. Gail, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
All things considered, pretty good. You got it. When you're a researcher, you're looking at all the variables. You can't. That's the way you're trained. You say, well, you just can't look at one variable. You know, Einstein said it. It's all relative. It's all relative. Things in comparison to one another, in relation to one another. So all things considered, we're doing okay. And you got a nice health store out there in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin.
We've got one of the best, I feel.
What's the name of it?
Family Natural Foods?
Yeah, Family Natural Foods. Very good health store.
Yes.
And so what do you think? What's the RDA of – I'll give you a hint. It's woefully inadequate. What's the RDA of vitamin C for women? 75 milligrams, 275, or 575?
Well, I'm going to say 75.
Yeah. My cats, Dr. Jones, make more vitamin C than that.
It's not enough, that's for sure.
It's not enough. Do you have Medi-C Plus in your store out there? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a great product.
Yeah, I did look at it online, though. So
it's a great product. I'm encouraging retailers to consider it. We'll give the number. We'll give the number 844-871-0069. I'm doing all I can to help them to get into the United States because I think it's a terrific product.
Awesome.
I'm reaching in my bag here. Let me find it. You think I make stuff up? You got a minute, Gail? You're not going anywhere, are you?
No, I'll hang with you.
Okay. So I'm holding up. See that? That's my bag. You see those pills in there? There's 1, 2, 3. I got 6 vitamins. That's Medi-C Plus in capsule. I'm going to take those in a minute here. So I'm trying to emulate Dr. Jones. I want to get to where he's at 91 and go on a cruise for 3 weeks like he's going to go do on Thursday, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yes, it is.
And you won a $25 gift card.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And if you walk into that store, tell them I said hello.
I will do that.
Tell them again what the name is. Family
Natural Foods.
Family Natural Foods. There you go. Thank you, Gail.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Jones, welcome back.
And good to be back.
I could do another hour with you easy. It'd be easy to do another hour, but they're going to kick me off the air here in a minute.
You know, pretty soon your listeners are going to get fed up with Gifford-Jones. We've got to stop meeting this.
No, I don't think so. You'll be gone for at least. I know 3 weeks. You're going to be on a cruise.
I'm doing it to decrease my stress level.
That's what you should do. You're having some fun. You're taking the missus, I presume.
Yes.
I don't think she'd let you wander off 3 weeks by yourself.
Oh, I think she would. She would. But she's going. No, I wouldn't be without her in this trip. But there are trips when I travel to certain places, she would rather be at home.
Boy, there's so many stories I could have you tell, but we'll lay them out there one at a time, little by little, as you keep coming on to the show. I appreciate you sharing today your insight into what constitutes a good surgeon in part, and we talked about that with Dr. Jones today, and he placed so much emphasis on the hands of the surgeon. Got to have good hands. Wow. And he said he could tell in a minute. He says, just show me that surgeon's hands. I'll tell you in a minute whether or not it's a good surgeon. So that surgeon you used to go watch, Tyrone David, Dr. Tyrone David, he was pretty good, eh?
Tyrone David was one of the best surgeons I've ever seen, and he operated on me for my bypass.
He did?
Yes. I trust my life in his hands. He just a superb technician. And I used to love watching him.
Yeah, you wondered how I remembered it, huh? You thought...
I'm sorry?
You think I just sit here and let you talk and don't pay attention, huh?
Well, I hope you pay enough attention.
I pay pretty good, close attention. Dr. Tyrone David.
I hope you get to the coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning and get that vitamin C for tonight's game.
If I could, believe me, if I could get access to them as a nutrition consultant, I would. Believe me. Well, we wish them well, and we wish you well on your trip. Enjoy yourself. I look forward to hearing from you when you come back, and I'm sure you will have stories to tell. Take pictures, you know.
Will do, and once again, it's a pleasure being on your show. Always a great time.
All right, Dr. Jones, it's a great time for us. The listeners and the viewers of the show love you. And we'll catch you next time. And meanwhile, take your Medi-C Plus. Go to MediCplus.com. Get it into your body. Do your body some good because your health is your wealth.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to